Oh my god.
Okay, that picked it up for me.
Did you click record?
Did it? Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, okay, cool.
Picked up my clap. I don't know if Discord did.
I did not clap.
Alright. Hello, welcome to Banned from Broadcast. I am Ian, your host, and these are my co-hosts.
I'm Joseph.
Say your names.
I'm Breanna.
Okay.
And we're the Bad from Broadcast
Welcome!
podcast.
So you said bad from Broadcast.
Yeah,
We are
maybe,
bad.
We probably are. Yeah.
Yeah, we are bad. Okay.
God.
So we're starting.
So I guess we have to do some introductions, I guess.
Oh, right, yeah. So, how much information do we give away without doxing ourselves?
He lives at 15784. I don't even know the numbers. I think it starts with the 1738.
I know your street names. But I don't know the house numbers.
Yeah, let's not play that.
Yeah, no. I would rather not be doxxed.
Alright, we've had this fucking podcast idea
Year
for
and a half? 2 years?
literally 2... It's been almost 2 years now.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be like 3
So-
or something?
Yeah.
No. We had the YouTube idea like 3 years ago, but no, because I just go by like off when we made this Discord,
Right.
which was
Yeah.
almost 2 years ago. It was like June
June
2020.
2020.
Yeah. So it's just been fucking sitting here in
Finally
purgatory,
hit the record button.
and we look at it. Yeah, we look at it once a year,
Yeah.
and yeah. But now we're here. So
Finally.
Um,
Finally.
yeah. Joseph and I, we basically got the idea when we it was like a month after we graduated high school in 2020, and now Bree is graduating, which is weird, but yeah, we're finally doing it. Been telling all our friends for like fucking year
And we went through like
listen to a podcast that doesn't
and
exist.
then we went through like 3 different names.
And since
Yeah.
we may or may not have just chosen a random name, the auto-generated name generator, I actually took the liberty of making it make sense, at least in my head, right?
How? Wait, yeah, you didn't explain that
So
to
about
us.
3 years ago, right? We were all in music class together, and then we came up with the idea, pretty much originally do this, but as a radio show, which got turned down, shut down from the higher ups, and now we're banned from broadcast because they turned us down, and we're here now.
Oh my god.
Woo!
That is genius. I didn't even think of that. I actually fucking forgot all about the radio show thing.
Yep.
That unnamed music teacher was going to have us do. We could probably just say his name, but not his full name.
Yeah.
Right, could we?
What?
I mean,
there's no
maybe,
reason
yeah.
to. If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you know, you
If
know.
you know, you know.
Yeah. To all the quote unquote all the listeners out there.
The one listener.
You'll be me later.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Alright, so we're gonna go down the topics list that has like
They don't need to know.
4
They
topics.
don't need to know that we put 3 topics in the last 2 years.
So starting with topic number 1, fucking from September 21st.
We could just say what we
2021,
do,
so that was
like what we do for a living, or day jobs are.
Yeah. Let's do that
Quote
first,
unquote what we do for a living, because technically we haven't.
God,
So first off, COVID ruined our lives.
Yeah,
right?
COVID ruined everyone's lives.
Joseph and I are in
Class of
fucking
2020, baby.
what purgatory of trying to figure out what we're limbo. We're stuck in limbo of like figuring out what we're doing. Basically, is what it feels like.
We graduated from the back of our cars, which was awful.
Yeah.
Especially for me, which
Yeah.
was on my birthday, my 18th birthday. Graduated high school, same day.
Yep.
But also, I was riding in the back of my mom's car. She was driving. I was just sitting back, just chilling. It's middle of May, right? and it's probably 100, 115, maybe cooled down to like 90 at the time, right?
Yeah, where we are, it's fucking. It gets hot in the summer months. It's like
it's hell. It's hell.
It's probably one of the hottest places in the world, honestly, or at least in the like northern hemisphere.
So, anyways, and also my mom was just sitting there for like an hour or two. She decided, oh yes, turn off the air conditioner. It's so the car will overheat, so I'm no breathing air for you. That's cold. Roll down the window. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Then after that, yeah, we started Zoom.
Yeah, Joseph was well before we jumped to the fucking hellscape that is Zoom. Joseph was so upset by having to ride in the car in graduation that he just didn't take pictures with me. So
that was because cool. They had to go to the bathroom. There wasn't a porta potty at graduation, I guess. So we went to the bathroom and then I wasn't in control.
Left. I got pictures of my other friends though, so that was cute. I still have those. And Breanna was there too.
My other friends, Breanna was there too. Damn.
No. I didn't mean it like that.
You're nothing.
You were simply a tool for this podcast. No, but yeah, jumping to fucking Zoom. Oh my god. Yeah, I registered for college classes like before we even graduated high school. It was like basically as soon as I could.
Oh,
I don't know
me.
when you did it, but I did.
So,
oh wait, yeah, no, I know when you did.
Yes, I got accepted and got $32,000 scholarship to a private tech school, which sounds just awesome, right? But then that still leave me $50,000 in debt with no job.
Yeah.
And
you want to tell them like what you tried to do?
COVID-19.
You want to tell them like what you tried to do to like get that money in like a month's time, like right before the job you did. That money.
Yeah, so I went to go work at a foam plate factory, which everything,
away from
200
home,
miles away from where I live, and to go I didn't live with my mom for like 2 days a week. I lived with my mom. Yeah, but I went and lived with them, my mom and her boyfriend, for like 2 months or what have you, before school started. I was going to set to start. And if you don't know, styrofoam, its main ingredients are butane and like styrofoam or whatever. Isobutane.
The main ingredients to styrofoam.
Yeah.
Styrofoam is made of styrofoam.
Whatever.
Yes, thank you, Joseph.
It has to be melted and cooked at 500 degrees or whatever it may be. And styrofoam foam plates are very light, meaning you cannot have hardly any air. And with dozens of 20-foot tall ovens going on at once in an enclosed space with no air conditioning, little fans at most, it got hot. So
for the fans, I imagine.
Yeah, so I worked from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And one time when I checked in, I saw a thermometer at 7 o'clock, give or take, and it was 26 degrees at 7 p.m.
Fucking Christ. God.
Of course, it cooled down probably 110. Yeah.
It gets that hot here where we live. Like, it can get that hot, and it has, in our lifetimes, like, been that hot where we live. But, like, yeah, he's talking about in an enclosed space. Like, no, I can't even imagine.
The world record for hottest temperature on Earth was, like, 20, 30 years ago is 127. That is the record.
Jesus Christ.
Death Valley, California.
That's the... No way. What?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I recorded.
What the fuck am I thinking? I swear to God, it's been like that hot here at some point.
Same thing.
Okay, yeah. I swore it was like in the 30s or 40s. But yeah, it's like an
Death Valley, California.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's
July 10th, 1913. Yes.
My dad told me a story one time, like, well, I was to elaborate on the heat thing. This was like fucking, I don't know, 20 years ago or something.
Old.
He was out, kind of, yeah. He was out in his truck, and his truck at the time had, like, you know, the thermometer inside, right? So he was out in the middle of summer, and he was on like a rock out in the desert or something, and he said it, like, on that rock, because of the heat just reflecting off, it was like 130 there, but it could have been wrong. But anyway.
Yeah, and then so I worked there for a couple months, slaving away, but then I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna go 50,000 in debt. I'm just gonna come back home, go to community college for a bit.
Yeah, so
And
he was it like we registered at, well, I mean, of course I registered like months before, and then
3 days before, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say a week, but it was probably
less than a week before classes started. I somehow got classes. All of course online.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we were excited. I mean, I was excited, like, you know, to start, and you know, it didn't dawn on me because, you know, this was like the height of the pandemic. I always consider like height of pandemic to be like summer of 2020, like May, June, July, whatever. So this is like pretty much around there, and you know, cases were rising. So we were lucky we were even in class. I think like the first week, weren't we on Zoom permanently?
Yeah,
like,
from the whole since the start. Yeah. Which they didn't get they weren't prepared for that at all, obviously.
You were.
I didn't get hardly any information from the teachers. So I drove like 30, 40 miles to go to class, and no one was there.
I forgot about that. It was outside of our city, right?
So our college is about 20 miles, 20, 25, maybe 30.
Yeah.
And then I had to go another town over for one of the classes, and then another class which was supposed to be on a military base, which you cannot get into if you're not part of the military. And they had it on Zoom, but he was still on base, so I thought they were having some of the class in there. No. So I tried to break into the military base. Do you have a reason to be here? Like, oh yeah, I think I have a class here. No.
Great excuse. You're the 20th guy to try that today. Oh, thanks.
They kick you out. Fucking... Point and laugh.
Meanwhile, your professor's like, yes, we're having class in the Air Force One. Just bring it in. It's gonna be landing here. I still don't understand why that is. Like, the professor's not even a part of like anything to do with military,
he was.
Was he like?
I believe was but he was in the Air Force, I believe. And
okay, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, he was in the Air Force, and I can't remember if he actually flew a plane or what. I can't remember what he did, but it was an astronomy class, and they had a telescope on the base, I guess, or he had his telescope on the base.
He just sets up a little one outside. Yeah, but yeah, you barely saw, like, you pretty much never went to class, right?
Not physical class until last year.
Yeah, that fall 2020, that was
rough.
I you know, we both took full time, so it was like 4 classes, and it didn't dawn on me at the time, like, maybe taking this many classes. I mean, because we'd never done online shit before. We were just excited to, like, go to school. So yeah, it hit me about, I want to say, like, maybe a month and a half in, maybe 2 months in. I was like, holy shit. I started having like a fucking existential crisis, basically. Like, I remember calling my mom. I remember this vividly, like, calling my mom and just be like, man, I want to fucking drop this shit, but I couldn't, you know, because they give you like you have a week when school first starts if you want to like switch your classes around. After that, you're pretty much fucked. I think they give you one more day or one more week, but it's like basically when the semester is over.
Yeah,
drop your classes.
But you can only do that once or something, like whatever.
Yeah, you're even pretty. What the fuck is that? You're pretty.
Go on. Nothing happened.
Ignoring that. Yeah. So. Yeah, I ended up out of 4 of my classes, I ended up failing fucking 3 of them. Not proud to admit, but I mean that's true. And I think like basically 70% of the school was doing the same. Because I started going to class that week, well, the week that we could go, and slowly I just started to realize, like, man, this shit sucks. It's not working out.
None of the teachers were obvious. No one was prepared to that, and like they've never done online too. So mix people that are just coming out of high school, looking bright as day, and then teachers that have no idea what's happening, that's never taught online before. That doesn't turn out so well.
Yeah.
Well, who would know?
Some of them, yeah, some of them adapted better than others. Like my math teacher, he was cool. He was the only one I liked, which is ironic because I fucking hate math and I'm horrible at math. But I did like his class, and he was the one that I passed. But I only went to his class a few times, and I stopped going because out of like fucking 30 of us, there was only me and one other guy who ever showed up. And I think even after a while, that guy just stopped going either. And another thing is, like, I hear people tell like stories about Zoom classes or whatever, and they describe it as like people like actually talking back and forth, especially in the breakout rooms, right? Did you get put into those? Yeah. We didn't. Well, at least I didn't get anyone. No one fucking talked ever. Like, even when I was in person, I was in one of my computer classes, and I remember I tried making a joke or something to like 2 of the people there. I don't even remember the situation, but they just stared at me, and it was the most uncomfortable shit. So I just never tried that again. I'm pretty sure after I just stopped going to class.
Yeah, I didn't even have that choice. Like when they did put us in the break-in rooms. Granted, I didn't want to talk to the people. They didn't want to talk to us. So I just kept my mic muted. I listened, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I at least fucking tried, but God, after I just got nothing, it feels so terrible to like you're trying to talk to someone and they just don't react in any way. They just stare at you. It's like, all right, I'm never gonna speak again in my life. Yeah.
And how was Bovid for you? How was Bovid class?
Breanna. Yeah, you had it in high school.
Yeah.
For years.
That was... It was not good. I mean, my grades, they went up because, you know, we don't get much... we don't get many assignments during the classes. Yeah. And, you know, you can kind of easily...
Cheat. Say the word.
It's okay. We all do it.
You can easily cheat.
I fucking straight up admit it right now. I cheated the fuck out of shit. I still do. No cap. Sorry. Go on.
Are you gonna tell us?
You tapping out?
Yeah. I can't remember what I was going to say.
COVID.
Okay.
School.
Don't be shy.
How was the last 2 years of school?
Well, I mean, whenever COVID went away, or, well, it's not away, but, like, whenever
it's a lot better.
Yeah, whenever we actually started going to classes, even though my grades weren't as good, my mental health picked up a bit more.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, I wasn't going to say so.
Okay. You start talking again. About the mental health thing. Like, I don't consider myself to be like an easily depressed person or anything. But like I look back on it now and I was clearly like depressed, and I think I even kind of recognized it at the time, but it was less so. I don't know about you guys. I just play chess
most of the time during classes. I got 2 monitors, baby.
I mean, like
the only class
how did it make you feel?
Like I had
during
fun with was an astronomy class, which basically was like, hey, do you think aliens exist? Tell me. Do you think it? And just like, like where would you put one of the other assignments was like, where would you put a super telescope at? Where in the world? So I did my research and decided on Switzerland, because it has good climate, no natural disasters most of the time. It's always been the neutral country, and just finding stuff like that.
Yeah, like those are fun assignments. I don't. I didn't enjoy like any of my classes. I mean, well, I don't know. I can't really say I enjoyed math, but I mean, I like the teacher. But yeah, like as far as the subject goes, was there any teachers that you like hated right off the bat, or just didn't get along with?
Me, yeah, I absolutely hated I took a history class first time, and
oh right, yeah,
and I don't think anyone liked her. I don't think. Besides, I didn't. She made it. She pushed, let's just say, her agenda onto history. That wasn't. That wasn't very fun.
Yeah. You guys will probably remember, but like because I made fun of her constantly, but I went to her class. I went to her class like once, maybe twice. This fucking lady, I don't even think she was supposed to be teaching this subject, because I went into college with a graphic design major, and I finally figured out like pretty recently, like I don't like graphic design. It's not for me. But anyway, I thought I did at the time when I first started. So I went in and I got stuck with this night class, and it was called like digital imaging or something. And basically it was like all about Photoshop, and she gave a lot of like drawing assignments, which you would think, okay, yeah, it's supposed to be that because it's graphic design. Well, my idea of graphic design going in was like, oh, I'm thinking logo shit, right? Like not like actual art, because that's usually not what it is. But she really fucking loved art, and she would just assign us like sketches and shit, and I'm like, I haven't fucking drawn in like 2 years. I used to draw a lot when I was a kid, but I don't anymore. I just kind of moved on to other shit. And worse is that she would assign us like, oh, draw people. I've never been able to fucking draw people, like, ever. I only drew like landscapes and whatever, like you guys know that. But yeah, she was just kind of a bitch too. Like she would she kind of like what you said, she'd kind of push, not like political agenda, but she would kind of like treat you like I'm better than you. That's kind of the mentality she had. Yeah, I hated her, so her class was like the first of mine to just kind of slip, and I just didn't care about after a while.
Yeah. Well, fun, great times.
Yep. Yeah, so needless to say, we just took a break the following semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're here now.
Yeah.
I just passed my 1-year anniversary working at a pizza shop. God.
I'm approaching fucking 3 on place I work at. It's a yogurt shop, dessert shop. The only one in the county, which is pretty cool. As far as I know. But yeah. It's a family-owned business, but still. Almost 3 years in June, I think it'll be 3. And it's something. Customer service is interesting. Yeah. It's alright.
Errands.
Yeah, like every other retail worker during COVID, it was fucking god awful. Like, because you have people who come in and they think they're entitled to everything, and they'll be like, my rights, just spout a bunch of dumb shit, and yeah, they won't comply with a lot of the rules we had to follow. So that was fun dealing with those idiots.
We only wore masks for, I don't know, like like 3 months until the mask restrictions got lifted, and then no one wore masks.
Yeah, well, you started.
Yeah, it started what 2021, March 2021.
March 2021. Yeah.
And
And I was.
yeah, and just
Sorry.
no one that day. Everyone had their masks off.
I mean, that's when the restrictions are kind of being lifted. Like, for the longest time at my gym, they made us wear masks in there, and I think it was like around that time you started working at the pizza shop that they just had those lifted. But yeah, oh god, I haven't worn a mask in there in so long, but I don't remember exactly when we had to. It was probably around the same time actually, but it's kind of different for us because the place where I work, it's a self-serve, so there's other rules you have to follow. It's not just masks, like especially the height of COVID, we also had to, like, when the pandemic first hit, instead of having people go get their own shit, we had to like block off the entire dining room area and had to like basically kind of turn it into Subway or Dairy Queen or something like that, where we're getting people's shit. And that was kind of fun. I mean, we only usually need one person on shift. Sometimes it's two, depending on like the night, if it's going to be busy or whatever. But we always had like at least 2 or 3 people there because it's a lot different when you're actually like, getting people's shit and you get a big crowd come in. So I actually did like that, but we only did it for about 2 months. And we went back to normal, but still had to follow a bunch of fucking regulations and shit. But Breanna, you don't work in the food industry, so how was your experience? Well, first tell them what your job is.
I still have very little idea to what you actually do.
I'm a PT tech at a physical therapy clinic. I can't really talk about my experiences much because HIPAA and all that. But I can say that I did have to clean a lot during the pandemic because that's
I had to like
all of the equipment gets touched all the time, and then
you gotta dip everything in sanitizer.
Yeah, basically. And
yeah,
it's pretty pleasant though, going through a lot of different coworkers is hard to adjust, but I managed it.
Yeah, you guys get different people like
so
all the time,
yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Yeah. That's true. Joseph,
but
Joseph's
it's for
job.
a different reason, at least.
Bitches be
for Bree, it's actually part of the. For Breanna, it's like actually part of the fucking job. But...
Yeah, there's contracts and stuff like that.
I've been there for a year, and I'm the most senior employee at the restaurant.
Yeah. That's fucking wild.
There's only one other lady that's been there a year, and she came in like April instead of when I came in March. Like everyone else, we had a couple people there.
I remember.
Not a couple. We had one person there. Only 2 people there were only going to be there for winter, and they were expected to leave anyways, right? Winter visitors.
Yeah.
But the rest. 1 got fired, 2 got fired, 3 got fired. 1 left to go to Circle K. 1 left to, I think, go to like AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whatever it was. And they just a couple other people moved, and
So I'm just. There was. You want to tell the story of the one guy that you worked with?
He was probably high, or he might have been high on the job, or I don't know. But he was, instead of like doing something productive, like making the pizza or even cleaning something, so he got like a big old scraper and just scraped the floor for like. Until he just got told to stop. There's still scratches all over the floor.
Sounds like a fucking 5-year-old like. Just grabs a random object and starts beating it.
Yeah, it's pretty much happened.
Starts beating stick on floor. Work.
So we have all concrete floors.
Where's my paycheck?
And there's just scratches all over wherever he cleaned. Or quote unquote cleaned.
You have anyone like that? Sorry.
Nah.
I was talking about Breanna.
Not really. I mean, there's been coworkers that were not as good as others. At least they were good people, but not like good workers, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
I'll tell them the. Sorry.
tell them about what?
I was gonna say, you want to tell them about Bill?
Oh, Bill was an amazing coworker. He was.
No, he wasn't. I'm not saying he was bad. I meant like as he was. He was a quirky individual. You could say.
So,
Yeah.
he would like stay after work, like till the end of the night. And I figured out that it was because he was doing like laundry and stuff in there, and he didn't have it in his like trailer or whatever.
Nah, he was just sleeping.
Mystery
He
solved.
lived there.
He was probably also sleeping. He basically lived there.
I mean, that's legit what we thought. I mean,
Yeah.
at your workplace, they don't, they're not open on the weekends, so, yeah, we see each other a lot on the weekends, so we would drive by there, and we would see his car.
His
And
car
at first,
was always there, and I always pointed it out too.
Yeah, like, Joseph and I, we don't know Bill really. I don't think I've only seen a picture of him, but, we don't know anything about him or his car or anything like that, but Breanna would always point out his fucking car would be there, and keep in mind, we'd be driving by at, like, midnight, or, like, 11th, like, close to midnight. And it's like, why the fuck are you there at midnight on a Sunday night? What are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
And we kind of made up theories and shit, but, you
Kind
must have
of like
found that out
with
pretty recently.
our teachers and stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of that
Yeah.
from teachers in high school. We had a lot of goofy-ass teachers in
There
high
was
school.
one other thing that Bill did all the time, and that was like, so we already discussed how it was hot where we lived. It's like extremely hot, and he decides, yeah, I'm going to stay in my hot car in the hot weather during summer. And
Wait, did he have the fucking windows cracked?
yeah.
Okay,
But-
I was gonna say he would have died in there if he didn't have the windows cracked.
But still, he like didn't have the air turned on or anything. It was he was just out there baking and sleeping in his car while that was happening.
Christ. The only time that I don't know if you guys have like, say you like been in the house and it's cold in your house and it's kind of in the middle of summer. You go outside and it's hot, but then you get in your car and it's like
150.
that almost comforting feel. Well, no, it's like because you've been in a cold place and then you immediately go into a warm one, right? So you go into your car and it's hot, but in that circumstance when you've been cold, it's like a nice pleasant warmth for a second, and then I don't know, I kind of feel that sometimes, but then immediately it'll like, okay, this is miserable. You turn on the air.
Yeah, you have a shade to park your car underneath. I don't. It's like 180 car.
Not to mention the dusting that occurs over your house.
No. Yeah.
If you want to,
Not dusting.
I don't know if you want to give that away. Yeah. No, but anyway, what else we got here to jump to? That was a long introduction. But
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all here
Ooh,
now.
work experience, COVID.
Yeah. And it's still ongoing.
Oh my
Let's go.
god.
Never stop.
And now we're in a war.
Potential war.
Potential war.
Maybe.
Hopefully not.
Just so we get it on air, I stand
Yeah.
Zelensky, President Zelensky.
He stands up.
Swag. Yeah, we're not going to talk about politics on this fucking podcast, but I will say right now, I guess it is political, technically, but yeah, he's cool. That guy's cool. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he tell funny joke. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, well, what's next?
Uh,
Oh yeah. So Will Smith,
Trey,
he slapped a guy.
oh god, no! I'm so fucking tired of hearing about that shit.
And apparently they banned him for 10 years from going to the Oscars. Yeah,
Wait,
Oh,
really?
whoop-de-doo.
a couple days ago.
Oh, I
yeah,
did not
he
hear
got
about that, actually.
banned for 10 years for a single slap.
Jesus Christ!
And
I just saw.
Oh my god. I don't know. The Oscars are kind of hypocritical.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
acting. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, you could just use the acting card. I haven't watched any of the Oscars or Golden Globes.
Oh, I didn't even
or
know what
whatever
day
the
it was
fucking-
until
I
So
literally
long.
only watch them whenever it's YMS. Adam and
I only-
Pals.
Oh right, yeah. I only watched that shit like when I was younger, and all we had was like fucking aerial TV, and that shit would be on sometimes. I'd be like, all
Ah,
right,
cancer. Gotcha.
watch this. Yeah, I mean, I had no taste back then. I was like fucking 12, so. Before I had a smartphone and discovered the internet.
I mean, all I'll do is
For-
like the day after,
For better or worse.
just like read what won.
Yeah.
I'll just like read
Read
what
what?
won, what, you know. I don't actually care
Yeah.
about the
Yeah.
words.
I don't even do that, really. I don't really
the
care
fucking-
about actors.
Yeah, I don't either. And that's like the slap thing. Like, I saw it and I was like, okay, like, cool. It's not really that funny.
It was,
Like,
I mean, at least, like, the first day of memes was funny.
yeah, I saw a couple of memes. I was like, okay, that's cool. But the first
And
wave
then-
of memes,
3 days later, it just, oh my god.
yeah, like, shut up. Like, the podcast I listened to in their most recent episode is about the slap, and I haven't watched it yet because I don't want to hear about it, frankly. So I'm gonna put that off for a while. But yeah, other than that, nothing exciting is really happening this week. I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I just finished a chess tournament right before recording this. I think I finished in like fourth place or whatever. And
You want to explain what it was first?
so I played chess. I played 5 games. I won 2 of them.
Woo!
Paid $5.
Woo!
Oh wait, it was actually like monetized.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we were supposed to fucking record this shit like hours ago.
Years ago. What do you mean?
Yeah, he had a. True,
Well,
but
yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of shit was happening. I've just been sitting in my house, my fucking dick in my hand all day doing nothing.
As
So
you
I'm just
do.
waiting for these guys.
Mm.
Yeah.
We do live in a society.
Oh no.
Alright, should we go down our list of 4 topics? Not even that. Actually, we do have like 4.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
That is it. That was it.
Did I even finish? I started saying your topic earlier and I didn't even finish what I was saying, I don't think. It was, honestly, I feel like we would get hate for this, just because it's kind of dicey. It's the draft the best bands by decade.
Yeah, so
I feel like,
what I was thinking, right? Oh, she's muted.
Oh,
It
carry
was
on.
basically
She'll be back.
going decade by decade, right? Let's say starting with the 60s
Yeah.
till, I don't know, 2010s or 2020s if you want to be predictive or whatever. And then we go whichever order we feel like and then go back and loop around.
Alright.
Serpentine draft. So whoever gets
Yep.
the first pick, then, so it'd be first, second, third, then the third, second, first, you know? So you get back to back. So first and third person back to back picks. And yada yada,
Yeah.
and then we can do it by decade, and, you know, and
I feel like this is kind of like a long topic.
What?
If that makes any sense, like something that we could
Okay.
like stretch out maybe over a course of like we could do a decade per episode maybe for a little bit. Because like I don't know, I kind of have to think about this. I can't really just
we can do that. So
yeah.
Wait, can you say that again?
Basically-
my dad came in the room.
Okay.
we basically go decade by decade and pick what we think would be not really particularly our favorite band or what have you, but like
Oh, I already know my favorite band.
by decade.
Oh, okay, by decade.
Yeah, so let's
Like,
Oh, you all know
Okay,
you
wait.
already know what I'm about to say.
wait. Okay, so you're saying like
based off like how they done in their career and like through that decade and how popular they were and like how talented and,
Right.
just like how.
And that's for another
So is this-
episode.
Or we
right?
can start it now, depending on how quick we go.
Yeah,
through.
I was telling him this seems like a pretty long, like, cause I wanna
Yeah,
do, like,
it should
a
be
few
its own
topics.
episode, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, we could either save it for another episode, or we could do like a decade per episode. But I think actually it might be better to start it off in like episode 2 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or we could just do the first
So-
decade and stretch it out even farther.
Alright. Fuck it, yeah, let's do that. I don't. Okay, starting at like the
We should
60s though. I don't.
probably since we should probably do 2010s, first.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you want to go backwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming
Yeah.
you guys
If I say
probably don't.
If I say what band I want to say, will I get canceled immediately?
Wait, what? It's okay, we
MSI.
can edit it out.
The computer.
Oh, why would that get you canceled?
No, no.
My favorite band is Intel.
Mindless
Big AMD
self-indulgence.
fan.
It's
yeah.
gotten a lot of controversy, and people on Twitter have been trying to cancel the band forever.
Never heard of them.
People on Twitter try to cancel
But,
everything.
but, the allegations and stuff.
Yeah, I
Need
don't
to kind
actually
of steer
know.
clear of that for now.
Yeah, you told me a little bit about that, but I don't quite remember what all the allegations were.
According to a quick Google search, they stopped making music in 2014. We'd have like a
Yeah.
3-year window. To
Yeah.
choose
Well,
music.
technically 2015. Because that was their last album release, and that was a remaster.
Bree will give you the lore update on MSI.
Yeah.
Maybe, RAM or something. I don't know.
That's
It's
so
my favorite
stupid.
favorite
So are we done
favorite
recording?
band is
or-
AMD.
If we could, should we do this first decade?
Well,
I'd say we do.
I think that I need to think about what band it was first.
For 2010s, I mean, y'all already know what I'm saving for next year. Personally, from me. But yeah, I think obviously that'll be episode 2.
Yeah, let's
Um,
start.
2010s. So this decade,
Yeah,
we're gonna do this right now
I
for the
think
first
there's.
one.
Who wants to go first?
This one, I
What
think.
order do we want to do?
So we do a band by decade, or just like one
I didn't
band
really listen to like
entirely?
I'm not talking about like
fucking-
what we listen to. Like,
I'm not.
I'm just talking like accolades and
Oh, you mean like pure statistics?
Wait, say
I'm
that
talking
again.
about like what they've accomplished throughout the decade and how good they were during that decade. Let's say what
So you want the raw
no, I'm not
facts?
talking like a mixture of everything, what's give
Right.
me an example of a band that fell off like after like a certain year or what have you.
Okay,
Controversial
I lo-
opinions.
Yeah, this is coming from like some of my own taste in a band that I've liked for a long time. Fallout Boy.
Oh,
They started off this fucking the 2010s. They started that shit off rough.
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the worst thing. I like some tracks in, so I know they were obviously really big in the 2000s, and then starting in the 2010s, they actually were like disbanded. I'm pretty sure, right? Brie?
Mm-hmm.
You can help me figure that out. Yeah.
It was.
And then they
somewhere.
released. Yeah, and then they released an album in 2013, titled "Save Rock and Roll," and it was a bit of a leap from what they had done before, because I think their last album was 2008. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
it was the red one, the one with the red cover. I don't remember the fucking name of it.
Teddy bear.
Yeah, the one with the teddy bear on it. People will know. But yeah.
It's like the Red album from Weezer.
Yeah. I just refer to them by color. I mean, let's just say that they didn't say rock and roll. Just say that.
Yeah.
Just say that.
So we wouldn't
I mean,
consider them for 2010s, right? Probably not.
yeah. yeah, 2000s fucking great. Like
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah,
everything
honestly.
they released. I love their first album. I love so much, and all of their ones. That
Honestly,
they've done in the 2000s.
I would say, Panic fell off.
Yeah.
I think
Not
as
gonna
soon
lie,
as
yeah.
a couple as soon as it was down to Brendan, it just started
The one-man band.
dying.
Yeah, he literally it was started out as 4 people.
Yeah,
right?
and Ryan was doing most of the stuff.
Yeah, he. I think going into that decade, so like starting into 2010, it was literally only like him and one other dude.
Yeah, it was him and
It was-
Dallin, I think.
No. I always forget their name. It was started with an S. That guy's name.
Steve from Minecraft.
Yeah, it's Steve. No, I wanted to say Sebastian, but I don't think that's it.
I would search it
Plus
up,
Sebastian.
but I'm too lazy.
It-
And I
Yeah,
kind of feel
again-
bad now.
Why? You're
I
like
spent
shit-talking bands?
No. I'm saying I spent an entire year obsessing over the emo Trinity bands,
Mm-hmm.
and now I don't even remember most of the names of them.
True. I mean, I like when I was first starting to actually develop some taste in music that wasn't. I don't even want to say it. you guys know.
Just say it. 2019.
Yeah, what I listened to before. No, that's a banger. No, before
He really did save rock and roll.
yeah, he did. Shout out to Charlie. No, but fucking, I used to only
Imagine
when I was-
Dragons.
I want
I
to say
remember
from
that.
the ages.
I
Yes,
remember that.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm ashamed to admit it, but back when I was, till I was at least
Yeah.
16.
Only
I-
Imagine
they were-
Dragons, though.
No. I had other stuff, but they were one of the main, one of the 3 main that I listened to, which is fucking. Ugh. But yeah, and then when I met Breanna, at junior year, she we became friends, and she started introducing me to different music, and I was like, hey,
I am
shit,
the music guru.
this is pretty cool. Yeah, so I thank her for kind of getting me started on other stuff. Which I now torment my brother with when he's in the car with me.
One tool.
Yeah. A lot of metal and stuff like that I like now. So, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, before, that's all I listened to. And I did listen to, Panic at the Disco a lot at the beginning. But now, I just don't anymore, at all.
Mm.
I kind of removed most of their songs from my playlist. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I just don't want to listen to them. Really, it's kind of just neutral for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I could kind of agree that they kind of fell off.
I definitely like Death of Bachelor more than I do the later release.
Yeah, same.
But
what was that one called?
I would still say that I prefer their early stuff.
They've also beat fucking what was it to death?
High Hopes.
The last. Yes, High. Oh my god, High Hopes. I hate High Hopes. Yeah. What would you say, Joseph, for yours? Because we just did ours. That have fallen off.
Oh, I wasn't talking about falling off. Oh.
Yeah, because well, at least we started that. So
Yeah.
she did Panic. I did.
You could say a glow up
Fall Out Boy.
to be more positive than us.
So the band.
Yeah.
Oh god, as much as I hate to say it, that almost defined the decade. That was absolutely massive. God damn it, I hate it. BTS.
Oh
Holy shit! Your mic fucking took a shit.
Mine?
no! Yeah, I see that.
No, Breeze. Yeah, I think all of ours did actually. I can't wait to listen to that. The fucking replay. Put that one up on the jumbotron.
But
again.
say, just if you're looking at my stats, God, BTS went off the 2010s.
You're not wrong. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know fucking Well, okay, so you look
Gangnam
at
Style.
fucking Gangnam Style out here, and fucking that's K-pop, and I didn't realize that for the longest time.
Yeah.
I just remember hey, that's that funny meme song in 2013 that I used to hear.
God, that was 2013. Holy God.
Yeah, but when I first like started getting exposed to K-pop and like hearing about it was around like late 2018, 2019. And
It was hell.
that was it wasn't. I mean, I never really listened to any of it. I just heard like
I mean,
K-pop
I'm sure
fans
it's
are
good.
assholes or whatever.
I'm sure the
Yeah, I
music
mean-
is good, but
We've heard. Well, Joseph and I have heard
So
the one
many
song.
times. How do we know
I
what
don't
it's
remember
called?
it now. Yeah, I don't even remember how it goes now. But like, when we were in high school, like 3 years ago, we were in music class, and there were some friends of ours. They were in our class, and they liked K-pop, and they would play particularly this one song a lot on speakers. So they'd be up on stage and fucking around, and we would hear that shit. And I still don't. Yeah, we don't know what it's called. I don't remember like what
with
it
the
even sounds like.
swirly speakers, the alien noises.
Yeah. God, the whole sound system at our high school was so fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing
wasn't
holding it
just-
together was Joseph.
Damn right.
yeah, and even then, it was even outside the music room, out on our football field and shit. They had like speakers they've probably been up there since fucking 1970s. They sounded like ass. Like anytime anyone would play music over it during a football game or just talk, it was like you getting your eardrums blasted. It sucked. Yeah, our school was kind of backwards. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. And then they have the 10,000 balloon.
Spent like 20,000
Yeah, the principal
or
also
50,000,
spent-
$5 million on a balloon for
Yeah, I mean that it might as well be 5 million in comparison to the size of the school.
Yeah.
Like it's a small high school, like a really small high school, and they took a bunch of money that I think some of it we had even raised. I'm pretty sure for the music class, and they bought a fucking balloon for it for the football players to like run through. So that was cool. That was a good waste of money.
And then they
Yeah.
killed music.
Yeah, and then they completely axed the music program after Joseph and I graduated. So that was good old fun times for Breanna there after we left. Yeah. But you're right about BTS, though.
they were
Like,
massive.
they
They ruined Twitter in
okay. Yeah, they ruined Twitter. Yeah, I mean, they contributed to it.
They ruined the
but-
internet.
yeah.
They created
Fan
Minecraft.
cams, BTS fan
They
cams.
created
Oh,
Minecraft
Christ,
stands.
Oh god.
Did they
I've already
really?
watched, Right? The whole K-pop stand.
I mean, the
Twitter- Well,
Yeah, I feel like the term "stan" came from
I mean, it came
K-pop.
from
I'm sure I'm probably
came
talking
from
out of my ass, but
Eminem's hit single "Stan."
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking out of my ass. Yeah, K-pop invented "stan." No,
They went back in time and invented new words.
They probably would.
honestly, yeah. I mean,
Just to make the earth like worse. They would.
yeah. So, do we really want to put K-pop as like the best defining band? of
Best?
2020?
No.
I mean,
No,
I'm
no.
fine with it. I don't care personally. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I think it's whatever.
In
If
my
we're going by
personal
stats.
opinion, it is Tool's comeback.
The one album.
Yes. Define
way
the
you
metal
said that.
community.
It is Tool's comeback. I remember when that shit dropped. Fucking Fear Inoculum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great album.
Yeah, it is a good album. I like Invincible, that song on there. It's like 15 minutes long. It's cool. I don't listen to it often because it's 15 minutes long, but you know, when I feel like it, when I'm sitting in my car for a long time. I
God, so I don't know, it must have been last year or whatever when I sat down and listened to Lateralis in its entirety, no stopping. And then, God, that was hard to do. It's so a lot of their songs are so unnecessarily long.
I hate to say it, I love Tool, but a lot of the songs, yeah, they're just uninteresting to like, you know, if you're listening to music for like, you know, some like hype shit, you know, you're trying to get fucking pumped up, whatever. Like, they're not gonna do it for you most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, some of their songs start out, they just fucking hit you in the face.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we're going in, you know? Like, what is it? Fuck. Is it Prison Sex?
Yeah. That's also
Yeah.
one that's
That
like,
one just starts off like, all right, this is a banger, and it's also like, you know, yeah, like a normally, like a reasonably
There's also Schism.
short song. Yeah, Schism's
Yeah,
cool
it's a
too.
good
Yeah, but like most of them, you start and it's like, all right, you got 8 minutes of build up. Oh, here comes the the beat drop or whatever. Yeah. So I have to be like in a really
Then there's
specific
Numa,
mood.
which is build up
Oh,
and then
Christ, yeah. I have to be in like a very specific mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, to listen to Tool.
I can just listen to like straight 8 minutes
Bree
of
listens-
songs, no matter
Bree
what.
Brianna would listen to 15 minutes of TV static.
Yeah.
She will and has actually, right?
Yeah, Dunkel Height. Any
See,
Burzum.
she's dropping names I don't even know. Well, I know Burzum, but
Bo
Well,
Burnham?
Dunkel Height is a
Bo
Burzum
Burzum,
song.
the famous
Oh, I thought that was a
hit
band.
comedian started from YouTuber Bo Burzum.
Oh my god.
Bo Burzum. Fuck. So what would we put though as this defining band of the decade?
At least according to highest selling.
Bruno Mars.
Yes, Bruno Mars the band.
That would be depressing if you define the generation.
Bruno,
You're not
he
wrong.
had some papers. He had some.
He did, but also
yeah.
I don't know, something about just him
Ooh,
defining the
Actually,
2010s.
you know, I like Bruno Mars's other songs, like that came out in like 2011, 2012, because I used to hear those as a kid. But the song I fucking hate with a passion now is fucking Uptown Funk.
I never did.
Oh my
And that
God.
goddamn song! I hate that song so much.
You know,
They still play it.
you know what's worse? The
Weeknd, yes,
Lazy
we
song
know.
or something like that.
Yeah, The Weeknd. Oh, my god. What were you saying?
Yeah, the Wazy song or whatever it's called.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's actually what it's called.
I think so.
Yeah, apparently BTS is the only band in the top. What? Never mind. Actually, I just saw. So there's two bands in the top best-selling artists of the 2010s. BTS at number 9, and One Direction at number 8.
That makes sense, but I don't like hearing it.
It does. Fuck it, let's just put Big Time Rush as the best one.
Yeah.
True. They made a comeback. They're on
They
tour
did.
right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
They did, yeah.
It's hard to think about, but they did.
You would never expect it, but
I guess their Nickelodeon contract finally ran up.
yeah. Fucking Nickelodeon,
We don't
Disney
talk about that.
XD live action shows. Oh my god.
I love them, but also, no. Also,
I could never
Dan
go back and
Schneider,
watch
no.
We
Yeah.
never imagined that
Mr. Feet, man.
iCarly and Big Time Rush would make a comeback in the 2020s.
Yeah,
Oh,
I forgot
when
that
they're all
iCarly
30
actually made a
plus years
comeback.
old.
But
That's
it
good.
actually makes sense that they're having to come back now because there's so many like nostalgia culture things going on now that it,
Yeah.
it's a selling point.
Me.
Of course, yeah, money. It doesn't
Yeah, I
even
mean,
have to
that's-
be like a good show. It just has to be a reboot, and then people will be flocking to it.
Yeah, the whole fucking nostalgia culture, that shit really started in the 2010s.
Yeah.
And I mean, it affected so much. Like, oh god, like movie wise, fucking Star Wars.
Oh.
Jesus,
Lion King, Aladdin,
how to
any
yeah,
Disney
the
property.
Disney live action
Any
remakes.
Disney took that and then ran with it, and like everything failed.
What was it? Lion King, Aladdin,
Yeah.
and Mulan. That was the last one.
And they also
dog
had
shit.
Beauty and
Yeah,
the
that was a
Beast,
few years
wasn't
ago. It was
Yeah.
Hermione
Yeah.
Granger.
Yeah, fucking. So many franchises have been uprooted by the nostalgia
The mouse.
craze. Like,
Don't even get me
Rules
started
overall.
on like the horror
yeah.
reboot craze. That's
Oh god. Well, that's still happening.
yeah, it is. And it's
Yeah, that'll-
actually kind of gotten worse, in a way,
Really?
because of, like, say, the new Texas Chainsaw that
Halloween.
came out. It's god
Halloween
awful.
was actually pretty good. Halloween
I mean,
Return, finale,
Oh,
whatever.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Halloween one. Yeah.
yeah, I really liked when we first watched Halloween 2018. That was really cool.
Yeah, it's a-
and then
that
the
one's a
sequel is
good
not
movie.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sequel
mean-
wasn't bad. We watched that in theaters.
Yeah, those were pretty solid.
Yeah, but
I hope that the third one is also as good.
yeah, I didn't. Apparently that comes out this year.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
think it would be out. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be out till 2023. But
Either that
Nope.
bodes well or it doesn't.
yeah, it's
It
like
can
fucking
very
Marvel out
much
here
depend.
rushing movies out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like Marvel just pumping these movies out.
Not
Um,
not all of them are bangers.
No, I mean we watched the fucking. Well, we watched one recently. It was Jesus, Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one was a stinker.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, oh, I'm not gonna get into details.
Yeah.
It had a weird plot line in there.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Or at least what
strange.
they did to Freddy. I mean,
It was a very. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know the one.
anybody who
really-
knows.
It was a really underwhelming movie.
Yeah.
But
So, anyways, One Direction and Imagine Dragons, or maybe Maroon 5.
yeah, that sounds good. Oh fucking! See, there's so many. There's like too many. Maybe for this one, since there's a lot, we should just go off like pure stats then.
Yeah, like no, there's
Right? Yeah.
no real good bands that came out of the 2010s. Of course, there's gonna be the small indie ones or the underground loves or whatever. Let's say Tame
Yeah,
Impala. I don't even know what the type of music they make, but I've heard that name tossed around a lot.
I've heard one of their songs, maybe.
I have never heard their songs, but I've heard about them a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So look at those stats real quick. Let's just
Yeah.
just throw that in there because I genuinely don't know. There's like too many for me to think of.
Anyways, we've hit our hour mark.
We're not gonna at least do the. We're gonna at least look that up and throw that in there before we end it.
for what 2010s
Yeah.
or what?
Or-
Oh, I just did.
Yeah,
I've
leave them
been
on a
on that.
cliffhanger.
It's One Direction, BTS,
Is. Oh,
Yeah.
you're being serious. Okay.
Maroon 5, Imagine Dragons, Coldplay. Forgot they existed.
Oh, fucking Coldplay.
Yeah, that's the only one.
I forgot about them. Yeah.
Top 20. Yeah,
I mean,
best selling.
I guess it makes sense.
God.
So, which one of those then are we gonna pick? Not BTS. I'm not doing BTS.
Oh God. Honestly.
Probably One Direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't
Probably.
like doing it, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's One
I mean,
Direction.
I
Yeah.
would rather listen to. God, of
I would
those-
rather
of
listen
the-
to a blender blending chalk than that.
Honestly,
If we had to choose out of those,
Vita, just Coldplay. That's it. That's all we need.
Yep.
Oh, that's a banger song. Hey, that wasn't even. That came out in 2005. That song.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that wasn't even 2010s. Yeah, they're old
Just
as fuck.
proving
They've been around
that
for a long
2010
time.
music. No.
Yeah, like it's 2010 music is. It's some of it is good on the surface, and then the rest it's like, all right, you know, there's not much beneath it, right, below the surface. Yeah, that's how I look at 2010
Yeah,
music.
it's very like commercial heavy.
Yeah, it's mixed, and the songs that are good are like, hey, that's catchy, like that's a song, you know, I can fucking wiggle my finger to or whatever. But you know, other than that, it's like, is there a deeper meaning behind it? No. Yeah.
I mean, technically,
Other than-
not all songs have to have a deep meaning, but there should be some good lyrics, I would say.
Yeah.
Or at least thought out.
Right. Yeah, I'd say that's that's that. One Direction then.
Yeah.
So we'll catch us
Ending
next
on
week
a
when
depressing note.
Oh, shit's gonna be hype as fuck for episode 2. I'm gonna come out the gate with the next band.
Yeah, I wonder who it could be.
Shh. We won't say it. We'll say it.
All right.
All right.
We might see you next week or never again. And that's it.
It really depends.
Might be
I
another
had fun
2.5
recording
years. Who knows?
No, I swear to God, we're gonna do this next week. At least the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Promise
All right. Bye.
you. Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Bye.